In the film industry, most of the time we have some small films where we just have to, we are just doing some small stuff just to get it nicer, just to get in better with the story. So it could be very small. And most of the people also in the production, they don't have a clue what we are doing. So it could be small. You have some pictures before, after, or it can be very bigger when we are working in studio. So we are really doing a lot of works. We have to build a lot. Or for example, we are also building sometimes outside. You can see here, it was before. We are doing some sketches, and then we have the decoration. And I know one of the theme and one of the aim what we have is to think, how can we in our work have zero waste? So it's sure I have the 5R words that I know, you know, all of you: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, wrote. And these 5 words, I have it in my mind, but in the same time, I know I have to think on art. On the European level, this is something I was trying to explain today, and it's from the Think What I Know. You have several countries, they were trying to do a kind of label about green, how to be green in the film. So in Germany, you have Green Motion. In France, you have EcoProd, but they are working also with the ADC, the French Association, and MAD, the French Association for people working in the art department, and they have an extra label, EcoDeco. In Great Britain, we are Albert. In Austria, Evergreen. What is quite funny, for Italy, Denmark, and Spain, there is a green film lab, and it's in all these languages. You would like to know, are we dirty? Production design. Well, I don't know. The statistic from We Are Albert of the Green Motion, it's quite a big mix, and I still don't know if we are 10% or 20% of the film. Actually, I don't have really the statistic I would like to have. I was hearing some numbers, but it was all of this 10 to 20%. So why green art department? Why do we have to be green? I can think we have to, because we have to change our mind. As I was saying, in a lot of countries now you have a kind of a new label, and all the films want to have this label. It's also to get money. And if you want to get money, then we have to. Most of the people with them I was working, we are always green. My problem is most of the time we can be greener and more confident. And I was saying that we have to learn to speak about it. And it's why I was writing in big communication, because we have really to bring all our crew in it. There is one project from Pascal Uprich from the university. And I can say to you, he was building all of this very quick. He was not tired. And strike and disposal, it was just in half a day, everything was away. And a lot of people were using the cardboard again. So for the future, what we are seeing, eco design, it's one of the more stuff I would like to share today, because I have the feeling we have really to speak about it. We have really to have people working on it and do some research, how to be better in our design.
This is something that actually is a game changer, I guess, when it comes to making some limitation of, you know, how big the set is. And this is quite important, I would say. But like from my side, I would never say that, you know, the virtual set is the best option. Also, I guess it all depends on project, but I really like to combine both, because then it feels more like realistic in a way. And also when it comes like to virtual models, we can also reuse them. So actually, like, I would say the same kind of like practice, to not spend so much money, let's say when we create like some models, or we buy, or we can download from like the online bank of images. So this is also something that, you know, you can reuse or repaint or change. So you can work on these elements, you know, not only once. So it's also very helpful. But I guess, like, for example, like the best example I would say is Mandalorian, like the film that probably everyone knows, famous because of the visual production, and like visual set helped them actually like to work on remote deserts and to not bring, you know, like 200 people on set, like to not buy so many, you know, flight tickets. And at the end, what I read, they said like they limit the carbon and footprints a lot actually, and this is the best example.
So other point, because I wanted to say you were speaking about the Mandalorian, and I'm not agree. I'm really not agree, because this, what you are selling, is the advertising what they are trying to give it to us. They were saying the same for 1899, because what they are not telling you is the carbon footprint for all of the screens. We are never speaking about it. This is one of the biggest issue what we have. There is no money for the research. So it means if I'm trying with a new paint, I'm not sure it will work. If I'm doing a small film, is probably I can do it, because I will say, okay, if I'm just doing this wall, it's not so much. But if I'm trying to do it on a big studio, on a big movie, I'm not sure it will work. But when they are doing the step, doing a normal film, it is as they were forgetting everything, because now we have money, so I don't need to reuse stuff.
Yes, it's ongoing practice, research, and how to transmit this knowledge to new generation. It's a great challenge. Yes.
So I have a problem. I know what kind of product I can use, but most of the time I can't get it because it's too special.
And actually, I would like to make sure, because I was actually mentioned about food.
You know, if you have to have all the times one guy cutting the cake, the big cake all the time, I can understand you have one big cake for one scene, but you can't shoot it several times. It's like the fire, you know, it's not because it's just a cake that you have to shoot it 10 times. If you have to shoot with a gun, because each bullet costs money, then they will not shoot so much. Or if you have to shoot somebody and then you have to clean after it. So they will just shoot it 2 times, 3 times maximum. So I'm saying, then if you want to eat, then do it just 3 times. You don't need it to do it 20 times. So it means we don't have to kill 20 chicken for it.
So this is an art to combine all these factors and create something which will impress and give a nice result.